Welcome everybody. Welcome. This is sample of final exam. Okay, we're just doing a sample. There is two parts here. Part one is vocabulary and concepts, and part two is exercises. Okay, so the exercises can be long answer, can be short answer, it can be fill in the answer, can be graphing. Okay, we're gonna start with question number one. Muhammad, can you please read question number one?
Yes, okay. Question number one. The bar graph shows the average cost to tuition and fees at private four-year colleges in a particular country. Below are two mathematical models for the data shown in the graph. In each formula, T represents the average cost of tuition and fees for the school year ending X years after 2000. Answer part A and B.
Okay, so if you don't understand what is written there, look at the graph, okay? Muhammad,
Yes.
What is the x-axis here represents?
It represents the model 2, which is the years.
The years, right. So we start with year 2000, and then we go 2002, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. Now I ask some another students, who can tell me what is the y-axis represent?
The fees.
Fees, very good. Okay. Now, if you take a look at the title, what does the title say here? Who can tell me what's the title?
Average cost.
Yeah, the average cost, correct. The average cost for how much? How many years? For attending private four-year A college, right? Is this clear? So now they created these numbers here are the actual. Those numbers are the actual. What's mean actual? This is what already is happening, right? This is what the cost, in fact, to the students, how much it costs. But this one is a model. Model means like they are predicting it, okay? An estimate or prediction. Prediction. What's mean prediction? Anyone? What's mean prediction or estimate?
توقع.
Yes, they are predicting it, okay? They say maybe it will be like this, okay? So they make, those people, they make two models, okay? They are similar, okay? So they said, okay, let's say, for example, if I tell you what year is year 2000, how much it will cost. So you will replace X by how much? By 0, okay? And multiply 801 times 0 plus the 14,544. So how much the total cost is going to be? 14,544. That's the estimation, right? That's the estimation. But how much is the actual? What is the actual? The actual is what? 14,535. Okay, this is what really happened. So is this overestimate or underestimate the prediction? Is it higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher. If it's higher, then it's over a estimate. Estimates. Is this clear, ya Muhammad?
Yes, Doctor. Clear.
Yeah, continue. Read, please read the requirement, the question number.
Okay. Me, Doctor?
Yes, please.
Okay. A. Use each model to find the average cost of tuition and fees at private colleges for the school year ending in 2016. By how much does each model uh, underestimate or overestimate the actual costs shown for the school year ending in 2016?
Very good. 2016. What number I'm going to use for 2016? Who can tell me?
16.
16. You cannot put 2016 because the number will be very large. So use 16. Okay.
Yes.
Is this clear?
Yes.
Good. So we're going to use 16. Now, where I'm going to use 16? In both equation, in model 1 and model 2. So the first one here is what? Model 1. And here is what? Model 2. So can you tell me what is model 1? The cost, which is represented by what? T, right? Equal
Yes.
what? 801, and then open parentheses, plus 14544. So what number I'm going to put inside the parentheses?
16.
16. Yalla, can you do this on the calculator and tell me how much it will be? Yalla, everybody do this and tell me, huh? Anyone? Use the calculator.
سبعة وعشرين ألف ثلاثمية وستين.
Very good. 27,360. Now, what is the actual? How much the actual was? The actual, how much the actual for 2016? How much the actual was? Look in the graph here. How much the actual?
27,946.
Now, which one is higher, the model or the actual?
Actual.
The actual is higher. So that means the model is underestimate or above estimate?
Underestimate.
Underestimate.
Under.
Okay. So we write here the average cost given by model 1 is what? 27,360. Model 1 under estimate. The cost by how much? If you subtract this from this, what are you going to get? Yeah, let's use the calculator. I'm waiting, huh? Calculator, use the calculator.
272, Mr.
How much?
272.
Are you sure?
لا دكتور minus 586.
586. So it's underestimate. That means it's minus, right?
Yes.
Underestimate means it's minus. Okay. By how much? $586. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing for the second model,
it's
right?
going to be by subtract, doctor, by minus. يعني minus 586, not 586, doctor. Minus 586.
Right. But here this means what? It means what? Minus.
Oh,
okay. So we don't have to write it again. Okay. Now let's go for model 2. We finished with model 1. Now we'll go for model 2. This is model 1. This is model 2. Model 2 is going to be what? 5 and then open parentheses and squared, right? Plus 714 open parentheses plus 14748. Okay. Now, what should we do in the parentheses? What number? We're going to put 16. Yeah. Use the calculator and tell me how much. Square the 16 times 5, and then multiply 16 times 7, 104, and then you add 14,748. I just want to put it same color, okay? Yellow. Who can tell me? Who can tell me the answer? Anyone? مهند؟
الجواب كبير مرة دكتور.
الجواب مرة كبير يا دكتور، يعني ما في إجابة مختصرة.
How much?
طلع لي 168 مليون أنا.
نفس الحالة.
That's wrong. You must have done something wrong.
Maybe doctor we have a mistake since we were writing from
أتوقع
the beginning.
المشكلة في الأس 2 ولا؟
إيه حتى أنا، لأن دكتور لما قاعدين نحاول نحلها تطلع لنا كلنا نفس الإجابة، يا أما إن الإجابة ذي يا أما إن في غلط من بداية المسألة.
Are you sure? محمد الحمراء, what do you get?
نفس الإجابة 168 مليون.
So there's something wrong, right?
Yes.
إيه.
So in this case, what should we do now? Type. How much this if you multiply 5 times 16 squared?
$1280.
That's the whole thing, right? Plus, if you multiply this together, what do you get?
لا 11,424.
Right, like this?
Yes.
And then add this number. And tell me how much.
$27,452.
So it's correct, right? You get the number. I don't know why you guys are telling me that you get millions. I don't know where you get the millions from. Okay, now I got this, the estimate or the prediction. How much the actual was 27,000, right? So subtract this from this and tell me how much the difference.
سالب 494.
Very good. So is it underestimate or above estimate?
Underestimate.
If it's negative, then it's underestimate, right? How much it was? 494. And how much the value, yeah, Muhammad? 27,452.
20,452. 52. Sorry.
So now, so we are done with the first part. Now we have one more part here. He said, read ya Muhammad, part B.
Okay. Part 3. Part B. Use Model 1 to determine when tuition and fees at private 4-year colleges will average $36,171. The average
Very good.
will be 36,171 for the school year ending in.
So he's looking for the cost, right?
Yes.
So which model I'm gonna use? He said which model? Model 1, right? right? And he's looking for the year. So
Yes.
we just leave it like this, X, right? Now, how much the cost, he said, the total cost, 36,171, correct? Correct? Equal. He's looking
Yes.
for the year, right? Correct or wrong? He's looking for the year. So what should I do?
Yes, it's right.
يا الحمراء أحمد الحمراء محمد الحمراء. I have to move this to where? To the left side, correct? So it's going to be negative, right? So it's going to be negative 14544. Ahmad al-Momin. And then we're going to subtract this from that. Yalla, tell me how much this will be. Yalla, use the calculator. If you subtract this number from that number. What's the answer? Anyone?
Doctor, I believe it will be minus. I'm sorry, 22,000 and 100 and 400 and 23.
And now I need to divide by what?
دكتور أنا طلع معي إجابة مختلفة.
How much you got?
21,627.
Please do it again one more time.
لا دقيقة نسويها مرة ثانية دكتور دقيقة بس. لأن أنا ترى حسبتها من دماغي أنا والله.
الحمراء how much you get?
دقيقة. 21,627.
21,627. Please check again يا مهند.
الحين بس معليش دكتور مرة ثانية. minus 14 أظن إني عرفت وش غلطي. plus 36,001 على
I just need a subtraction, that's all.
بس تبى subtraction يعني.
Yeah. Is it 21,000 or 22,000?
1 minute دكتور. plus 36,171. الحين بشوف. غريبة أنا طلع لي إجابة مختلفة. طلع لي 5,000 لا 507 طلع لي إجابة دكتور 50715.
Do it again.
And we do just the subtraction صح ولا لا؟
Right, only subtraction, that's all you have to do.
طيب minus 14,544 plus 36,171. 216,000 لا عفوا 21,627.
Good. Now you after you so Muhammad al-Hamra is correct.
Yes.
So please now divide by 801, okay, and tell me how much the answer.
27.
27. So if X is 27, that means what year?
27.
Exactly. That's it. So the year will reach 36,000 in what year?
2027.
Right. So the cost or the fees will be 36,171 in what year? In year 2027. Is that clear to everybody? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Any questions? Okay, I'm recording the lecture, so you can always go back to the lecture and watch it, okay? Now we'll go to the next question, okay? I need Muhammad Al-Hamra, please read question number 2.
Okay. Fill in the blank so that the resulting statement is true. A consumer purchased computer after 10% price reduction. If X reduction. If X represents the computer's original price, the reduced price can be responded by.
Okay, he's looking for the reduced price, right? Do you know the price? X,
No.
correct? So we'll say the price is a X. We don't know the price, correct? So let price be X. Now, what is the discount rate?
10%, which equal 0.1.
And the original price will be what?
90%, which equal 0.9.
Or original rate is going to be 100%, right? Correct?
Yes.
Now, what is the discount? What is the price after discount? The price after discount. How much the price
90%.
after discount? 90%. 90%. Okay, so then the price after discount is going to be 90% of the price, right? How much the price? We said X. So it's going to be 90% of X, right? But we need to write this in decimal, right? So we're going to convert this to decimal. So your answer will be 0.90x. So you put here 0.90x. Okay, that's what you're going to pay. Let's say, for example, you're going to buy a car. The car costs 100,000. You're going to get 10% discount. So how much you're going to pay? So you're going to subtract. You have to multiply this time this. What you're going to get? 10,000, right? That's the discount.
Yes.
I'm just giving you an example. This is for example, okay? So the discount is going to be 10,000, right? And what is the original price for the car? 100,000, right? So how much are you going to pay?
10,000.
90,000. That's what you're going to pay after discount. Pay after discount. Is this clear?
Yes.
It's just a sample, okay? Yeah, let's go to that. Is this clear, everybody?
Yes.
Let's go to the second question. Who wants to read?
دكتور, can I do it?
Khalid?
لا لا, مهند دكتور, مهند.
يلا يا مهند.
طيب, number 3. Determine whether the relation is a function, the domain and the range for the relation.
Okay, so we know the domain is what values is x value, right?
الدومين اللي هو المجال, ما يسمى بالمجال, ألا وهو الأربعة والستة والتسعة.
Exactly. So he wants the domain. The domain usually the x value. So the x value here are if it's repeated, if it is repeated, that means it is not
a function.
A function. That is the easiest way to get the answer. So we have here the numbers are 4, 6, and 9.
And 6, 9.
Are those numbers repeated?
No, no.
No, not repeated.
So it's a function.
If it's not repeated, it's what?
It's a function. It's a function, yes.
It's a function. So the answer here, yes. Is this a function? Yes.
Yes.
Now
And
the domain here is going to be what?
we
4,
have the 4 and the 6 and the 9.
And what about the range? Range is which value?
4 and 9. 3 and 4 and 9.
Y values. So it's what? 3,
3,
4,
4,
and
9.
okay. So you put here 3, 4, 9. Easy?
Yes.
Okay. I need someone to read question number 3, 4. Yeah, I need someone new.
دكتور أحلها.
Yes, please read.
طيب دكتور أبشر. Okay. First of all, graph the given functions f and g in the same rectangular coordinate system. Select the integers for x starting with -2 and ending with 2, and describe how are the graph of g is related to the graph of f.
So how many function do we have? How many equations do we have?
2.
2. One is called f and the other one is called what?
G of x.
G. So he's giving you 2 functions and he's asking you to graph both of them on the same
Yes.
on the same coordinate system. Now he's giving you the number, so that's very easy. So let's start with the first function here. The first function is what?
x تربيع اللي هي تكون 4 x square اللي هي
exactly. And the second function is x square minus 5. So let's start with 0. If you put 0 here for x, what are you going to get for
0?
f? 0. Of x? F of 0 is 0. F of negative 1?
1.
1. F of negative 2?
4.
F of 1?
1.
F of 2?
4.
4. Good. Now let's go for the second one. G of 0?
Minus 5.
Minus 5. G of negative 1?
It will be negative 6. I'm sorry. Negative 4. I'm sorry. Negative 4.
Negative 4. F of negative 2?
نيجاتيف 2 حتكون ناقص 1 minus 1.
So it's going to be 4 minus negative 5 is going to be minus 1, correct? Okay. G of 1?
Minus 4.
Minus?
Minus 4.
Minus 4. G of 2?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. Now you notice this point is like the middle point, right?
Yes.
And this point and this point are the same, correct?
Hey.
And this point is the same, correct?
Yes.
What do we call this middle point? What do we call it?
Vertical.
Vertex.
Oh, vertex. Vertex.
Vertex is can be the highest point or lowest point, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Now, is this point is the highest or the lowest?
The highest.
No, it's going to be.
The lowest. I'm sorry, the lowest because it's negative. It's negative.
Because it's concave A up. Why concave up? Because we said you have to look at how it looks like. Okay, let's take a look here. This one. Which one is the middle point?
At the half. at the middle point.
So this is called vertex, right?
Yes.
And you see this one is repeated, correct?
Yes.
And this one is repeated, correct?
Yes.
So that's how you check your answer to make sure that you're right. Now let's graph the points. The first point here is 0, 0 here. Second point, -1 and 1. Second point, -2 and 4.
And 4.
In the other side is going to be 1, 1.
1 and 1.
And then 1, 2 and 4. And then you graph the line.
Yes.
Okay, that's the first line. The second line, we'll also put the points there. Let's do it together. So I'm going to do it with maybe this color. So the first point is 0, -5. 0, -0, -5 here. Second point is what? -1, -1 and -4, correct? So it's here. Second point is what? -2 and -1, -2, -2 and -1 here. The other side is going to be 1 and -4. 1 and -4 is here. 2 and -1. So if you want to graph this, this is how it's going to look like. Now, what happened to the graph from f of x to g of x? What do you think happened? Is it went up, went down, went to the left, went to the right? What can you say? How many units shifting? Shift how many units? Is it shift up or down or left and right? What do you think? Anyone? Muhammad Al-Hamra, Muhannad, Khalid, Ahmed,
Up 4 units.
Up 4 units. So the answer here, it went up for 4. Up or down? Are you sure it's up?
Down, down.
Down. It's down. Who said down? Down. How many units? How many units down?
4 units.
4 units. 4 or 5? 4 or 5? Where can you get the answer?
5.
5. So went down 5 units. Okay, so you have to be careful with this, okay? Is this clear, everybody? So here you're going to say the graph of G. The graph of G is the graph of F shifted down by 5 units. Clear or not clear?
Clear, Doctor.
Clear. Right. Remember, there is shift up. If you shift up, then it's going to be +5, right? If you shift down, it's going to be -5. So as you can see here from the problem, what do we have in the problem? It said the g of x, what? X squared minus 5. So from this -5, you will say it shift what? It shift down what? 5 units. Okay, I have to remove this negative from here because we are not supposed to write the negative. It's supposed to be only, you're going to say shift down 5 units. Why? Because it's what is negative. So the down is considered for what? For the negative side. Okay, is this clear? So here you don't write negative because it's already written down. Is this clear or not clear? Yes or no? Muhammad?
Clear, doctor.
Good. Thank you very much.
Yes, clear, doctor. Clear.
Yes. So this is the big picture of the whole exercise. Make sure that you understand it. Remember, there is also shift to the left and to the right. And you have to exercise to know when it's going to be shift to the left and to the right. Okay? Let's move on to the next one. I need someone to read. Is Khalid here?
موجود دكتور.
Yeah, read it, Khalid.
F of x equals 6x plus 6. Determine the domain of f of x. Choose the correct answer below.
What do you think?
Negative infinity, infinity.
Negative infinity, infinity. Why? Because we only concern, what do we concern with the denominator? The denominator should not be what? It should not be 0, because if it's the denominator is 0, it become, the whole thing become what? Undefined. Do we have denominator here?
No.
So nothing is affecting the denominator, correct? So in this case, 6x plus 6, it's from negative infinity to where? Positive infinity. That's the answer. So which one is the correct one? C. Is this clear? Clear or not clear? All right, let's go to the next one. Muhannad, you're here?
Yes, Dr. Amir, I'm with you.
Already, Muhannad.
طيب, okay. Number 6. So solve the system by the method of your choice. 5x minus 6y equals minus 4x minus 3y equals minus 5. Select the correct answer. A choice. Fill in the answer box to complete your choice.
Okay, this is system of equation. How many ways can we solve system of equation? We have graphing, we have substitution,
And I think you have with the matrix or Cramer rule, one of them.
we have elimination,
Yes.
and we can use the matrix as well. And
Yes.
the matrix has different methods, right? There are many methods. One of the method is Cramer rule. Remember Cramer's? And we have echelon form. Remember that? Remember those? And the echelon has two types: the normal echelon and the echelon that is it's like 1 1 0 0, like this. Remember? And this one is going to be the normal one. Is going to be 1 1 and the number here and then 0 here. You remember those? It was called Gauss, right? And the other one is Gauss-Jordan. Do you remember those two methods? Anyone? Can you remember? Do you remember those? Anyone? Do you remember those? Mohanna, do you remember those methods or you don't remember?
اي واحده بالضبط يا دكتور معلش؟
Gauss is what? 1 1 and then 0 and a number here, right?
الظاهر ان هذه اوجد قيمه المحدده اللي هي نضربها اللي هي كانها زي عمليه المقص، نضرب مثلا 1 في 1 0 0 صح ولا لا؟
Yeah. So do you remember those? We took this before, right?
Yeah.
Let's now we're gonna use. I'm gonna use elimination for this one because it's much easier, right? If I multiply, this is equation number 1, right? And this is equation number 2. Equation now 1. Can I multiply?
لازم لازم ال 3 y نخليها y. لازم الاثنين يكونوا زي بعض.
Can I multiply by negative 2? What are you going to get?
X,
negative 4x.
I'm sorry. لحظة 8x.
Negative 4x.
Negative
8x, correct?
Yes. Minus plus 6. I'm sorry. Plus 6y يساوي 10.
And the top one, I didn't make any changes, right? It's the same. So 5x minus 6y equal negative 4. Now, why do I choose elimination?
Minus xy plus
so we're going to add.
Yes.
So this one cancel, right? This one and this one cancel. So what's left? Negative
minus 3.
8x equal what?
Minus 6.
Right. Now let's continue here. So negative 3x equals 6.
Minus
so
6. Minus 6. Minus 6, doctor. Not 6.
Minus 2. So we get x minus 2, correct? Can we get y?
Doctor, I think there is a small mistake here. Minus 4 with 10, it will give us minus. And then we're gonna say minus 3x equals minus 6, and then we will have plus, yeah, so
is correct.
Yes.
So x how much, Mohammed?
Minus 2.
Now, can we get y? How can we get y?
Yes.
From which equation?
From the
any equation, right? I can use any equation, right? So let's try the equation, the first equation. Now, how much is x, ya Muhammad? How much is x, ya Muhammad? How much is x, ya Muhammad? Negative 2. So how much does this give you? Negative 10. Okay. Now I'm gonna rewrite this again, and then move the negative 10 to the other side, become positive 10. So you have negative 4, positive 10, negative 6y. That give you what? 6, negative 6y. So y equal how much, يا مهند?
minus 1. معلش نطفى علي دكتور فطلعني بالغلط من الحصة.
No problem. So now we got how much is y, and we get how much is x. So your answer will be there is exactly one solution. And what is this solution will be?
Minus 1. 6 and minus 1.
2 minus 1. Is this clear?
Yeah, صح. X minus 2 صح.
Clear or not clear?
Yes, clear.
Very good. Now let's go to the next question. Ahmed al-Mu'min is here. Khalid?
موجود.
Yeah, read the next one, please.
Perform the row operation on the given augmented matrix.
Augmented matrix.
Augmented, معليش.
So what does it say here? It said What should we do with row 1?
Multiply by -8.
Right. So multiply row 1 by -8. And then add it to what?
Row 2.
Row 2. And put the result where?
In
row 2.
Yeah.
Right? So did we touch anything in row 1? No. So we put row 1 as it is. Row 1 stayed the same, which is how much row 1?
1, 4, -3, -6.
What about row 3? Do we touch row 3?
No.
No. So now let's do what is required here. It said multiply row 1 by -1. So you have -1 times 1. How much -1 times 1? Is -8, correct? And then you add it to row 2. How much is row 2?
No,
So
8.
you're multiplying this by -8, correct? And then you add it to this one. So how much the answer here? 0. Now, -8 times 4, how much, ya Muhammad?
-8.4 plus 7, it will give us 1.4.
No, multiplication.
I'm sorry. النيجاتيف 8.4 تكون نيجاتيف 32 زائد 7 حتصير نيجاتيف 25.
-25. So we put here -25. Second part, we're gonna multiply -8 times -3. And then add it to what? To row 2, which is 2. So -8 times -3, 24 plus 2. That give you how much, ya Muhammad?
24 plus 2 equals 26.
26. Last part, -8 times -6. -8 times -6.
Times -6 will give us 48.
Plus 7. That give you 48 plus 7.
Plus 7, 55.
55. Is this clear?
Yes.
So that's your answer. He's asking for this answer. This is the answer. Clear or not clear? Clear or not clear?
Clear.
No, clear.
Okay, good. Ahmed al-Momin is not here, or he's here? Man, he's here. Now let's go for number 8. Who can read 8? Where is everybody? Nawaf, Nasir, Sulaiman.
موجود دكتور.
يلا ناصر read يا ناصر. طيب مهند read.
تمام. Okay. Number 8. Solve the following system using matrices. X plus y equals 4. X minus y equals 10.
طيب, how many ways we can solve with matrices? Many ways.
Yes.
Remember, we can use Gauss elimination, right?
Yes.
So let's try Gauss elimination. Gauss elimination, the formula, it said you have to make it look like this. You have to make the matrix like this, okay?
Yeah.
So I need to write this as augmented matrix. So it's going to be like this: 1, 1, 1, -1, 4, and 10. Okay?
Yes.
Now I need to make this number, the one here, to be 0. How can I make this 0?
We need to multiply it with -0.
So multiply, no. Multiply row 1 by how much?
Row 1 with 0.
No, by -1, and then add it to row 2.
It will give us 0 anyways also.
Okay, so let's do this. So the row 1 it stayed the same. I didn't do anything to row 1. Now what happened to row 2? That's the changes are going to happen. So I'm going to multiply row 1 by -1. -1 times 1 plus 1. -1 times 1 plus -1. Okay, and the last one is going to be what? -1 times what? 4 plus 10. So the first one here, how much the first one, Ya Muhammad? They give you how much, Ya Muhammad? 0. This how much give you? -2.
-2.
This how much give you? 6. Now I need to change the 2. I need to change the 2 to be 1. Remember, we have to make the diagonal 1. That's the rule. So how can I change row 2 to be this -2 to be 1? Multiply times what? If I multiply this row 2 times what? What should I multiply times?
-1 دكتور.
Well, half. Well, negative
minus
half.
half. Yeah.
Minus negative half, right?
Yes. Yes.
So let's multiply this times -1/2.
Yes.
So let's do this, okay? So did I change anything in row 1? No, it stayed the same. Okay. Now let me put the numbers down. So it's going to be -1/2 times 0. How much -1/2 times 0? 0. -1/2 times -2. That give you how much? 1.
1.
Is that okay?
Yes.
-1/2 times 6. How much this give you? How much? Negative?
3. -3.
-3. Is this clear? So now you're gonna have 1, 1, 4, correct? And then 0, 1, and then -3, correct? That's your matrix, right? Now, who can tell me how much is y? This is representing y. So 1y equal what? -3. So how much is y? How much is y? -3, correct? Because here is 1, right? Okay. What about the top here? Can I write this? This is x and this is a y. So it's going to be 1x plus 1y equal what? 4. How much is y? I replace y by how much? -3. So x equal what?
7.
7. So your final answer will be what? The solution set is what? 7, -3 between a parentheses. Is this clear?
Yes.
Any questions?
Clear.
Any questions?
No.
All right. Remember how to do this using Gauss elimination. Okay. Now let's go for number 9. I need someone to read number 9.
Can I read, Mr.?
Mean, who wants to read?
ناصر العجمي.
Nasir, yalla Nasir, welcome.
Okay. Use Cramer's null to solve the system or to determine that the system is inconsistent or contains dependent equations.
Very good. Do you remember Kramer's? What is the
Yeah.
rule for Kramer? X equal what?
X equal
dx
dx
over d,
over
right?
d.
And
Yeah.
dy over
dy over d.
what is d? D means what? Determinant, right?
Yes.
Okay, and we abbreviate it by writing d. So how can I get the determinant? We write as the coefficient. What's the coefficient here? 1, 1. What's the coefficient here? 1, negative 1. Okay, and what's the constant? 9 and 1. Now, who can tell me, do I need this 9 and 1? I don't need it, right? Because I'm just going to do the determinants, right? So let's remove that and let's do the determinant. So what's the determinant here? Who can tell me? What should I do? Diagonal, right? Like this, right?
Cross.
And between
Yes.
this subtraction. Okay, so let's do the answer here. 1 times negative 1, negative 1. 1 times 1, 1. So what's your answer? Negative 2. So you get the determinant, which is, in this case, is going to be what? Negative 2. I need to get dx. Now, before I do dx, I have to tell you that we have to write this as augmented matrix. What's the augmented matrix? Is 1, 1, 1, negative 1, and then 9 and 1, right? Is this clear or not clear? Clear, ya Muhammad? Now, how can I get dx?
Clear.
How can I get dx? Who can tell me? How can I get dx? I will replace x by the constant. What's the constant, ya Muhammad? 9 and 1, right? Right, ya Muhammad?
9 and 1, yes. 9 and 1.
Here, okay? All right, and then we just do the multiplication again. So it's going to be 9 times 1, negative 9. Don't forget
Negative 9.
subtraction. 1
9
times 1 is
9
1.
is 1, and 1 times 1, 1. Minus 10.
So that's minus 10. Very good. Now we'll go for the next one. What's the next one? dy. Now in dy, I have to replace what? Replace the y by the constant. Okay, and here I'm going to put the same value, which is what? 1 and 1. Now, yalla, Muhammad, how are you going to get your Muhammad? 1 times 1 is what? 1.
1 times 1 is 1.
1 times 9, so the answer will
And
be
9,
what?
it will give us minus 8. Minus 8.
Now, we're going to go for the x. Okay, how much is x, Muhammad? It's dx over
Doctor,
d.
we got a dx over d.
How much is dx?
Minus 8.
minus 10.
Minus 10 على minus 8. على minus 8.
Minus 2. We're doing the big daddy. Don't forget. So you get how much?
Will give us 5.
5. Right. What about the y? How can I get y? dy over the big daddy. What is the big
dy
daddy?
over d.
And how much is dy?
Minus 8. It will give us 4.
Very good. So there is one solution, while there is infinite many solution. One solution, right? What are the solution? Intersecting in which point? 5 and 4. Is this clear? If you understand, please tell me if you understand.
Yeah,
so
clear.
It's very important to know the formula, right? Okay. Clear or not clear?
Clear.
Clear. Let's move to the next one. Yalla, who wants to read number 10?
Can I read? محمد حمراء.
Yalla, Muhammad al-Haq.
Solve the inequality and graph the solution set on number line. -5 أصغر من أو يساوي x -3 أصغر من 3.
We usually read from the middle. So we say x minus 3 less than 3 greater than or equal -5. That's how you read.
Yes.
So I need to get rid of the -3. What should I do to get rid of -3?
نوديها الجهة الثانية.
No, we have to add.
To all كل الحدود.
Yes, add to all sides +3. So what happened, ya Muhammad, when you add +3?
We add +3, doctor. They will have minus and 6.
So you're gonna get x less than 6 greater than or equal what?
-2.
Okay, I'm gonna write it again here. To graph this, how it's gonna look like? Who can tell me? If there is 6 here, 0 here, -2 here, what are you gonna say? Between what and what? Who can tell me? Open or close?
Open.
6.
Open.
Open or close?
Close.
-2 is close. So it's going to be between what and what?
-2 and 6.
Exactly. So which one is the correct graph here?
B.
Are you sure B? Is
Yes.
this
No.
open?
Yes. It is A.
It's A, correct. You understand, ya Muhammad, ya Khalid, everybody in the class?
Yes.
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 All right. So let's move to the next one. Yeah, who wants to read number 11?
I will read it, doctor.
Go ahead. Who wants to read?
Number 11. Yes. Number 11, solve the compound inequality. Use graph solution set to each of the two given inequalities, as well as this shows the solution set of the compound inequality. Express the solution set in interval notation.
Okay. Right. So let's take one by one, okay? Let's solve one by one. Okay, Muhammad al-Hamra?
Yeah.
Now, what should I do, ya Muhammad, here to get rid of the 2?
Doctor, we need to divide by 2. In the both sides, we're going to have 2x equals x minus 4.
Very good. What about the other one here? What should I do?
Divide by 3 in the both sides. X equals 2.
Very good. Or means what?
Unique.
So which graph is the correct graph? X less than -4 greater than 2. If you want to graph this, okay, first let's do the first one here. 3x greater than 6. Which one is the correct one?
اللي هي بتكون C.
Are you sure?
Yes. أصغر. أيوه. أكثر.
Greater than. Correct. Yalla, let's do the next one. What's the next one? This one, right? Yalla, let's do it. Who can do it? X is less than -4. Where is less than -4?
B.
B. Very good. Is this clear, ya Muhammad, ya Khalid, everybody in the class?
Yes.
Yes, doctor.
Yes, clear.
Okay. So now, if you want to combine both of them together, which one you will be the answer?
A.
Are you sure it's A?
Yes.
Because -4 here, and what is the other number?
2.
2, right?
Yes.
So 2. So this is the correct answer. Is this clear, everybody?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
أكيد دكتور.
So the interval notation is, how can I write this down? You're going to write, you'll say 2 going to where? Infinity, correct? And then -4 going to where? Negative infinity, correct? What is in the middle here? The or, اللي هو union. What do you use? Use union. Is this clear?
Yes.
All right. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, who wants to read this? Nawaf or Naif? يلا يا نايف.
موجود
طيب
موجود
yes.
موجود.
What is the coefficient of negative x cubed? -1. What's the degree of negative x cubed? 3, right? What's the coefficient of x squared? What's the coefficient?
2.
No, wrong.
سالب
He
2.
said the coefficient. He didn't say the degree. No, wrong.
1.
He said the coefficient. 1, correct. And what's the degree?
2.
X squared, 2. What's the degree of the polynomial, the whole polynomial?
3.
Right. The degree is the highest one, which is what? 3. What's the leading term? What's the leading? Who's the leader? Who's the leader? Who's the leader?
Negative x3.
Negative x cubed. What's the leading coefficient of the polynomial? The leading coefficient?
1.
-1, because here, this is negative. Okay?
Yes.
Clear or not clear?
Clear.
Any questions?
No.
Yalla, let's go to the next one. Yalla, who's going to read this?
Can I read?
Who's going to read?
Muhammad Hamra.
Yalla, Muhammad Hamad.
Factor the given polynomial. X squared plus 9x plus 14.
Okay,
Select-
14 can be what? 14 times 1 or 2 times 7. But you need the total to be what? 9. So which one will you use?
2 times 7.
2 and 7. And if you want to check your answer, what do you do?
A happy face.
Right. How much you need? 9x. Now to check your answer, what should you do? You have to look at two things. This 9x and this 9x. Is the same or not same?
The same.
Same. And what else you have to look at? 7 and 2. Does it give you 14?
Yes.
Yes. So you have to make sure this is correct. And remember, this is plus, so this is plus, so this is plus, and this one is plus, and this one is plus. Is this clear, everybody?
Yes.
So the answer here, you write it down. All right, let's go to the next one. Yalla, who's going to read the next one? Muhammad.
Okay. Number 14, divide as indicated. 6 over x minus 4 divided by 18 over 5x minus 20. So what are we gonna do now? As since it's a divide, we need to change the divide to a multiplication by changing the second الكسرة الثانية نقلبه يعني 5x ناقص 20 على 18.
Very good. So now can I solve it? Can I? What
طبعا
should I
هذه
do
العملية
now?
تسمى هذه
Can I
العملية اسمها
cancel?
النظير الضربي.
Can I cancel?
لا.
Yes, I can 6 with 18. What do you get?
Oh yeah صح. 3.
6 and 18. What are you gonna get? 1 and 3, right?
3, yes.
Divide by 6, correct?
Yes.
You divide by 6, you get 6, and here you get what? 3, right?
Yeah.
Now, what about, so now I have 1 over x minus 4 times here. Can I factor this? What is the greatest common factor?
GCF.
It's 5, correct? What's left?
Hey.
4 minus 4.
X minus 4. Okay, so can I cancel x minus 4 with x minus 4?
Yes.
Sure.
So what's left?
5 over 3.
5 over 3. That's your final answer. Easy as easy.
Hey.
Yes.
Any other questions?
No.
Okay. Can I just take 5 minutes break?
دكتور الكلاس خلص.